These guys just arrived on site, like literally. They just stepped up on that finished slab about 5 minutes ago. They've got a bunch of walls they completed, just standard size walls. I think that they may have knocked us out yesterday, but it looks like they're going to erect this whole thing right now, right in front of us. There goes another one. And they're bracing it up. And they basically have to connect everything together so it has some kind of structural integrity, because each piece in its own has very little. Maybe they got the wrong one, they're coming back with another one. You can see all the rebar sticking up, this metal, little metal sticks see coming out of the concrete. That's how they're fastening. One way they're fastening these walls is through those. Those braces hold it right in place. And they just drop these in their spot straight down like that. Here comes another one. They are adjusting that wall. It's like putting a puzzle pieces together. Got to get the right ones in the right spots. These pre-made pieces that they have. they lost that wall section. They dropped it right down. No, they didn't have it on there, right? Oh, that blue, see that blue stuff? I guess they forgot to put that, let's say some kind of a blue sealing tape between. expensive, although prices of lumber are starting to drop. All right, so all that you saw was that one wall came down. It's back up now. It was all in slow motion. I think you saw accidentally, but looked kind of cool that way, right? Anyway, they had to drop the wall because there was a piece of tape, this blue stuff, you see that there? It goes down on the concrete right here where the rebar is. In between that and the wall has to go down on top of that, and they didn't do that right the first time. So we're back to live action. Working hard. And by the way, it is 7:30 in the morning. These guys are working. At least right now it's 7:30. They've probably been working since about 7. Started on the job site. Starting to look like a house now already. More wall sections lifting up and going over. Got that nailer gun going. Putting the bracing in. Look at this, fast. Those look like some interior wall pieces. They're just kind of stacking up against that corner now, the newly made corner, formed right in front of your eyes. They're gonna pick that big section up, it looks like. Are they? Making a few adjustments on site here with the saw. More wall pieces coming over. These guys are rocking and rolling. I'm just sitting here drinking my morning kombucha. And look at all this stuff happening. Is that middle set? Yep, that's the big piece of the puzzle to connect the two sides, front and back. It's got the sheathing on it. If you can't tell, if you didn't know. See that it's not, you can't see through it. It's got sheathing to give it some structure. The interior pieces don't have sheathing. They're just, you can see straight through them. We gotta get it up on top of those little rebar pieces and then drop it in. They've already got holes in there. And they can drop it straight in. And of course they put that blue piece of felt or tape or whatever that stuff is, barrier between the concrete and the wood. Inspectors check for that. And look at that, we got the whole side of the house up. We've got at least a third of the walls built right before your eyes. And you can see how they're putting the interior pieces in, because it's gonna be hard to put those interior pieces in once the walls are bolted down on the outside. So do it now. They got a whole system to how they organize this. There's something going in the front corner now. There's another piece of back wall going up. Look at that, it's wall all around. Contractors, subcontractors driving by. Straightening that back piece. Looking good. Pretty soon we're not gonna be able to see through this anymore. Once they get these other front pieces up. You can hear my echo in the kombucha bottle too. He's nailing down an interior wall piece straight into the slab. It's all marked out on the bottom. like a exact roadmap of where to put them. So yeah, they're definitely working now on the interior walls. Get that whole side up first before they enclose it in. Make sure they have everything. If you want a time check, it's now 7:40. They've been at this for 40 minutes now. Actually, I should say they arrived on site 40 minutes ago. They really probably started at 7:15. It's starting to look a little confusing there with all these vertical pieces of lumber. But they know what they're doing. And you saw the plans. They've got plans for all this. More little interior wall pieces are going in over there. On the right, you see that whole front section is being completed. All interior pieces. There's so many vertical pieces. It's almost like a wall of vertical pieces. It's hard to even see people in there now. But we do have a good view here, a good vantage point. All right, more exterior walls going up. They're getting the one we can't see right now on the other side. So maybe they'll close in the front last. Keep us having a good view in here of what they're doing. We've also got some excellent lighting here. See exactly what they're doing with the sun behind us. Part of the front wall. Where that guy's standing right there with the white helmet, looks like that's the front of the garage, like two-car garage. A lot of this elevation on this house is two-car garage. You can see the underside. They've got like the pressure treated lumber with chemicals injected into it, and then they put that blue thing. See that they're putting something down right now onto the perimeter of the concrete foundation. Oh, that's just a tape measure, isn't it? He's just measuring. Is he? Or is it something else? Yeah, that's a tape measure. But they will put that blue, at least if it's required. I don't know, that's the garage. There might be different code requirements because that's a garage wall and doesn't go into conditioned space. You can get a good view of what they're doing, the process here. He's drilling all the holes to match up with the rebar, so the rebar goes straight into those holes. There's the blue foam, like a foam tape. I'll keep it rolling here, and then the next step is, of course, they're gonna raise that wall up and drop it straight down. First of all, they gotta poke the rebar holes, I think, through that blue foam tape. There's a lot of action going on in this shot. All right, they're gonna go for it now, looks like. Lining everything up. You can see the rebar clearly there. They're gonna drop it down onto the rebar. Tapping it with hammers. Getting it to line up just right. And it looks like they almost got it. They still have to work at it. There they go. There they go. There's another view of that wall. It's the one that just went up. It's 7:50 right now. 7:50 a.m. So they've really only been working a little over a half hour, I think. Like real putting up, raising these walls work for about 30 minutes. They've almost completed this because most of this front is going to be a big garage door. This is like a double wide garage door on the front elevation. So it'll probably stay open here. Most of it anyway. They've really only got two small pieces on the front. Just little side walls on the front of this garage, a couple feet wide, that have not gone on yet. I don't know if they're doing that now, but that's pretty much done. It took about 30 minutes to get this entire first floor framed up, it looks like, and in place. That's fast. All right, they're working on that last corner piece now. And that's what he's doing. He just marked that board to go in that corner, and now he's drilling the holes. And this is the other one. Foam. You know the steps by now. And we put that pressure treated right on top of that foam. He's doing the other corner. See that? There we go. And I guess maybe they're just gonna build that wall. I mean, this wall is not wide at all. I mean, neither is this one. See, it's just barely a person width wide. There are the plans if you know how to read them. If that makes any sense to you, just zoom in. We're in 4K here. You should be able to zoom in, right? You got that all figured out? Don't get those wet, right? All right, these guys are basically done with floor one, and it is just about 8 o'clock. I'm ready for my client's final walkthrough here across the street. Never thought I'd see an entire first floor get framed in this little period of time, being early for an appointment. And what I was gonna do, do some computer work? Well, no. I got to see this whole thing go up. That is pretty cool. If you like it, leave me some comments, and definitely share this with other people that wanna see how this is like a tract-built home neighborhood gets put up with a crew like this, a framing crew. Nice work.
Therapy.